Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we are going to do a quick sketch of a drawing of Apu from The Simpsons. So we're doing a head and shoulders shot, and let's put down shoulders here, and we will have him look that way. So let's say that is the center of the head. I'll just check if the angle is correct here. Okay, here we go. So his head is like longer than round, or what you call. So if you have just kind of that shape, I think it will work. And of course he has that head of hair that goes on top like so. Okay, so while we are just putting out the sketch of Apu, I'll give a little insight into his background. So Apu is, I'm not sure if the show hinted at this, but I would think that looking at it, he would be from the southern part of India, and he is the traditional Indian character who owns this grocery store called Quick E-Mart. He has this collared shirt and always has this green jacket on top. And the jacket, I think it has this like beige stripe here that goes along like down. So I think it's like I would think like it's like a grocery store operator type of jacket. I'm not sure, but it does look like it. So there's the underlip right there. Let's take the head up. The ear is somewhere here. He has this bulky columns on the side. There's the well-defined head, and there's a well-kept. It doesn't have to be exactly even, it might as well be, but if it's a little off, that's fine, as long as we just get the core details going for Apu. And there's the eyebrow, and we'll put in the nose here because that is one defining feature of this character as well. Sort of like that. So I've just given that little, because I think there have been like 2 or 3 different slightly varying iterations of the character. And then of course the trademark round eyes that go pretty much somewhere along that line, with some bulges here and a coinciding eye somewhere here. And then he has this very prominent upper lip. Simpsons trademark, very prominent upper lip. Let's take that into a smile. He has this, his trademark mustache. And I think that we're going to bring the neck up a little bit to finish it off. So that is the primary sketch of Apu as he's seen on the show. Now, he was created by Matt Groening, but also there was a collaboration on Apu from what we see from Sam Simon, who's also been instrumental in creating, who was instrumental in creating other prominent Simpsons characters. So I'm just putting in a dark brown tone because that is his skin, the skin tone that is used in the show. So we'll just do a quick generic loose fill. And also, like Sam Simon, we have spoken about him in other Simpsons videos, that he was always a recurring name in creation of characters and other writing duties as well in different episodes until his passing. It was quite a few years ago. But Sam Simon, of course, worked on the Tracy Ullman Show, on Cheers. We mentioned this before, and written a whole host of episodes for which there was critical acceptance on the Simpsons. But then of course, then also Apu's this version of Apu that we see here on Simpson also ended up being like so because of brainstorming by Mike Reese. Mike Reese and also had his own very commendable portfolio with from the angle of writing duties, and he wrote extensively on the Johnny Carson Show, which was a very, very appreciated and very edgy show. Okay, and we're back. Had to just get the pencil a bit sharp. And so aside from other the involvement of Mike Reese, Sam Simon and Matt Groening in the creation of Apu, there is the brilliant multi-talented Hank Azaria, who, as you might have guessed, provides the voice duties for Apu. So he's the voice of Apu, and again I should mention that along with giving Apu a dimension, there's a lot of pencil going here. We could have just sped it up, but we thought that it's an opportunity to speak about the brilliance that goes behind each of these characters that we see and sometimes even take for granted. But Hank Azaria's voice or duties on Apu, just like pure brilliance, because he tries to create that accent that is not necessarily his own, and it just shows the tremendous range that his vocals pack. Of course, Hank Azaria has also appeared in key acting projects, both on television and in mainstream Hollywood movies. Check out Mystery Men, for instance. So one of my favorites is just for the corny premise of certain makeshift superheroes banding together. So Mr. Azaria, very expressive both on screen and yes, his brilliance off screen, and I would say that he's somebody who is also underrated. He is because normally what happens is that voice actors, they are not necessarily put in the same element except at conventions as actors who portray characters on screen. But Mr. Hank Azaria, respect to him, just his voice of Apu shows that he can change those vocals, switch them around, and portray entirely like something else. So Apu has this bland dark skin tone, pretty much as I'm trying to put down here with pencil, but there's some striation there. We'll try to like smooth that out if you can. But he is the essential quick e-mart owner of in Springfield, and it's a very popular convenience store. But he is also known for his dedication to his wife, and he has eight kids now. Due to certain elements that were packed into the show, certain writers objected, and even actually centered an entire text on how Apu is portrayed as being representative of the South Indian population. I don't think so. It's just another funny take on, just like on any of the other characters that they have tried to portray on The Simpsons. It's they have made fun of every stereotype. They have made fun of every profession, and they have made fun of every social trend. They've also appreciated social trends, and they've also shown positive things about Apu. For instance, as I said, that his dedication to his family, and there was an entire episode that was dedicated to Apu as well. But what he does always succeed in coming through as is, again, like the other characters, like Moe or like Homer, like Bart, he comes across as convincingly funny. And again, for any of the other characters, just like any of the other characters, always a welcome addition, even if he is guest starring just for those few seconds in an episode. It's always fun to have him around. And then the occasional shot of his family, and they're bickering, and the positivity that also goes in is also really appreciated when we look at it in the show. So we're just going to speed up the video and just going to do some quick fills here, and so that we can just round this up quickly. Alright, so we're just done with the quick tones, the fills, and we'll just thicken up some lines here on the outside so that we can just see all of this thing a little better. But so that is our take on Apu from The Simpsons. And as we mentioned, that yes, some people had their reservations about how the character was portrayed, but we say that it's just traditional Simpsons style comedy, and it is pretty well done, and that is another opinion, and I think it really works. So please do check Apu out if you haven't, And we put out content every day, so please subscribe, keep in touch. Have yourself a wonderful day.